Greetings, brothers and sisters. This is the Yasha Ben Israel for the Yasha Ben Israel podcast show. Let me take that back. This channel has been changed. Haha. This is the Yasha Uncensored channel. What we're going to do today is the secret behind the Anton Daniels and Corey Holcomb debate. One of the secrets is that you have me here as a moderator, and I live in the hometown of Anton Davis. That's one of the secrets. The other secret will be revealed. The other secrets will be revealed throughout this video. So allow me to share my screen. All right. 50 about the cloud. It's the best show on the internet. Now do what you do, baby. Drop it off, stop going. Everybody, let's start the show.
True.
5150 in the house. Is this the first or the second show of the year?
Second.
Second show of the year. I already know what's up. I'm Corey Holcolm, eating these cherry sours I should be eating.
Wow, this is the second show, or y'all came off with a bang on show number 2.
This is Darlene or OG Ortiz,
Yes,
people who don't know.
Thank you for that. Oh my God, not the full thing.
I was on time. I'm gonna just say that.
Hey,
Yes.
we expected it. That's why I got it.
I was.
My man. You dig what I'm saying? A lot of y'all know. We said he was coming. Anton in the house. Hey man, let me tell you something. I'm so glad you here because people need to.
Notice how they started off with a little friction. The friction started out with Anton being politically correct, saying, yo, brother, and I was on time, and you pretty much was not on time. Now, let's pay attention to what's happening here. Anton is setting the tone for disrespect, okay? To understand what disrespect is, you got to understand what respect is. Respect is to have a deep adoration for one's accomplishments, for one's abilities and one's qualities. And it appears as that Anton is setting the stage for disrespect, having no adoration at all, for somewhere along the lines of Anton's qualities and abilities to show up on time.
See, a clash like this, not a clash isn't something bad, just people who got something to say, like what you say and what I say, I think it's going to be interesting.
I do too. Yeah. I think it's going to be really interesting.
And we had a great conversation too. We had time before you got here, so we had a great conversation.
I buttered it up. So.
You don't need to
I made sure you think about this.
Yeah, you don't need to butter.
We're still trying to get Shannon Sharp on here, so Darlene can have something to do at show.
Oh, brother. Well, that man don't want this.
I know.
Your chat think they tough. I noticed.
They think they tough?
They think they tough.
Yeah. They be out there.
They not that tough.
Uh-oh.
We seen
charging them up.
We seen worse. I don't pay attention to niggas that don't got no profile picture. I promise to God, bro.
And they scared to step forward.
I don't pay attention. I think them type of niggas jerk off in their socks.
Yeah.
Well, now they've gotten so savvy where they can actually put a picture, but you wouldn't have to say
Now
no
we
post, no nothing.
look at Anton's verbiage. He's talking about guys in the chat that don't have a picture. He think that those guys are the guys that jerk off in their socks. I guess that's the type of verbiage that has his channel banging over there. You know, he talks crazy like that. It's really the type of things that I don't like to invite inside of my mind. You know, I don't appreciate hearing a man talking about another man jerking off in his socks. You know, I don't appreciate hearing that type of verbiage. That's just as a listener.
Keyboard cowards is what I call them.
Somebody said what Craig had here on Time Out. Craig had a show, folks.
That's right.
Craig going out here doing his thing.
Papa Craig.
Let's do it. Let's give it so much to say. I know we ain't gonna be able to get to it all, but
We're gonna try.
there's so much to say. I gotta ask you this just off top.
I'm with it.
How do you feel? Because we ain't gonna do all politics. That ain't what the show
We
about.
gotta get there though.
Yeah, but I'm saying I don't want you to miss no points.
All right, I'm with it.
What do you feel about this nation as they jack other nations for their resources and play it off like it's other reasons? I'm talking
that's a
about
part
this
of the
nation,
game.
the U.S.
That's the part of the game.
When you say part of the game, I don't understand. Do you think
Everybody that existed way before we ever came in here.
Mhm.
So I don't see what the problem is.
Well,
And he's right. You know, if you study history, Europeans, and you trace European history, going all the way back to the Gutians, Europeans have been conquering for thousands of years, and it's been that straight bloodline too. You know, that straight bloodline has been conquering and dominating, going back through 2,000-3,000 years.
I tell you like this. I cannot respect who are claim jackers. Like I don't
Like what? Give me an example.
like the United States.
No, give me an example, like a real life thing. Like, what did they take?
The United States.
Like taking this country?
I mean, now that was simple. The brother asked him like really, like, what did they take? Like he was being sarcastic, and he was also posing a challenge, playing, you know, a Corey Holcomb like he was dumb, you know, and like okay, really, like, well, what did he take? I mean, everybody knows that the Europeans in relation to this conversation took the United States of America. Okay, we knew that, and these Europeans going all the way back. You can go back and check out the video that I made called "The Gothic Remake of God." And that video has been taken off lately, the Gothic Remake of God, and you can see how the ancestors of the Americans has been going back at least 2,500 BC, you know, conquering on this planet.
Not just taking this country. How do you think you got here?
The transatlantic slave trade.
You a smart man.
Right. I studied it. I know all about it.
So how it's very hard to be respectful of what is here when me, for example, as an African American male, I know how I got here. I didn't take the cheap flight on Frontier here. My people were kidnapped. My people were robbed.
They were sold by the Africans. That's the first thing that a coon, for the lack of a better word, would say. You know, they don't want to place no accountability upon Europeans. When you get to talking about our slavery, oh yeah, it was our own people that took us. When you hear a person say that, that is a person who is in strong defense of Europeans, you know, of European conquering and white supremacy. I mean, it is just a fact. You know, that's the first thing that comes out of his mouth. So Anton Davis, we can see here in this debate, he is taking the position of the white supremacist coon, I see. This is the first time me seeing this. I've been hearing about this, so I'm going to check it out.
Sold by Africans.
You saying all the people were sold?
What you think? White people came over there and got us?
Yes.
No, they were sold.
So all
They just capitalized off of it better than that.
And Corby was talking about how he got here. A lot of people in the argument would like to say crazy things about, well, you know, nothing happened to you. Nothing bad happened to you. You did not get on the slave ship. But my ancestors got on the slave ship, and they're no longer here. I am here as a result of my ancestors getting on that slave ship. So it's the same thing. That is my history.
Africans did.
Okay, so you're saying that all of the black people that were brought here were sold by Africans.
Correct.
So the white people, they were just doing transactions.
All of the slaves that were brought here to the United States of America were not brought here by Africans. That's not true. The slave trade consisted of Africans selling slaves. They were selling the prisoners of war, and they were selling criminals. People that were criminals in the land and people that were prisoners of war of the land, those people were the ones that the Africans sold into slavery. But the Europeans did come over. They did come to Africa for the purpose of buying and stealing slaves. Yes, Europeans also stole slaves. They smuggled slaves. They stole them. And the Europeans also, when you study the history, the Europeans were also instigating the wars between the other African nations for the purpose of causing war just so they can have slaves. So Anton is talking from a position of straight European white supremacist. Either he doesn't know history, he's ignorant of history, or he's just being disingenuous. I buy the latter. I think that he's being disingenuous.
Over there.
Absolutely. It was capitalism. See, the thing about white people, you think that racism is inherently in them. Racism is inherently in all of us.
Racism is not inherently in everybody. Okay? Racism is just not inherently in everybody. When I was coming up in right here in the city of Detroit, Michigan, I lived on Phillip Street between Jefferson and Kercheval, across the street from what was known then as the Ives Elementary School that is no longer in existence. They tore the school down. I lived in between two white people. White people don't no longer exist here in the city of Detroit today. Very small percentage of white people exist in Detroit today. But in the late 70s, there were two white people on the side of me, you know, and not Corey, Anton is talking from a position as if though, hold on for a second, let me get that thought back.
People is some of the most racist people I've ever seen in my entire life.
Let me take that
We
back
don't
to
even
when
like
you
each
start
other.
to get that thought
So
back.
can I ask you, here were sold by Africans.
Correct.
So the white people they were just doing transactions over there.
Absolutely. It was capitalism. See, the thing about white people, you think that racism is inherently in them. Racism is inherently in all of us.
Inherently, that's the part. He said that racism is inherently in all of us. With these two white people, these two white families living, and I being the black family, my family being the black family in between two white families. My teacher lived right next door to us. And the lady who worked in the office also lived in that house. Those white people, especially the grandma, they raised and trained their children not to like and not to play with black children. I remember one time sitting on the porch, this lady went and got a rake, and she began to swing the rake at me. And the daughter, which was the teacher, I asked the mom, like, Mom, what are you doing? And the mom said, I'm raking this child. She was showing an example to my friend, which was my peer group. I think her name was Cindy. She was showing Cindy that it's not approved that you play with black kids. So black people don't raise their children with racism, okay? They just don't do that. That racism, that white child was raised to be racist. That racism was not inherently in Cindy. Cindy was my friend. Cindy had to learn racism, Anton.
Black people is some of the most racist people I've ever seen in my entire life.
Untrue. Look at that look that's on Corey Holcolm's face, like, okay. Black people are some of the most racist people I've ever seen in my life. Black people don't create secret societies to hold the world that is not of their race back. See, black people do not go around lynching white people. That secret society, KKK, Freemasonry, right? Different clandestine organizations. The Illuminati. Okay. Black people don't go around putting colored only signs up on the water, or whites only signs up on the water. You know, black people didn't throw you out of the family because you had sexual encounters with white people. Knowing that most of us were forced to do that during slavery. Black people didn't force white people to sit at the back of the bus and to come in to businesses through the back door. So everybody is not racist. The only people that did this stuff were the Anglo-Saxon English American. So everybody don't have this racism in it. The racism that people have in them, you better believe. If you check the history, it was these people and their ancestors somewhere down the line, going all the way back through India, going all the way back through Mesopotamia and Babylon. These people have taught the world racism.
We don't even like each other.
So can I ask you a question?
No, hold on. Let's stay there.
Okay.
We don't even like each other.
We not liking each other is not due to us being racist against each other. Us not liking each other is not even an example of racism. We are of the same race. You got to show us not liking the Chinese, the Spaniard, the Arab, the Indian, of which most of us have a lot of those people in us, because a lot of our people didn't made it with those people over here. So that's not true what you're saying, Anton.
And so black people participate. Some of the first slavers in the United States of America was black people.
Well, that may be true, but has nothing to do with racism. That would be black on black slavery. And by that being black on black slavery, that's automatically thrusted outside of black racism. You just said blacks were racist. This is not an example of black racism. The first slaves being black, that's not an example of black racism. Like you stated earlier, that would be an example of black capitalism. Many blacks had practiced slavery that were slaves who bought themselves up out of slavery and then bought their families up out of slavery, which means that they bought their families as slaves and their families became slaves up under them. And that had nothing to do with racism. That was capitalism.
That's the truth. So what I'm
Freedom.
trying to understand is
Was slavery in the United States before?
slavery existed thousands of years before we got here.
Okay.
Slavery was on every single continent in this world. That's a fact. Now, the thing that's a problem with it is that, and this is the problem that I have. What you niggas want?
What do you mean when you say what you need?
What do y'all want?
Now, Anton's attitude is, what do y'all Negroes or niggas want? Y'all niggas. As though he's not one. Somewhere he's excluding himself from the black family. What do y'all niggas want? Well, all he has to do is put himself in the position of a nigga, and it ain't hard, right? If you say that you're living in Detroit, because Detroit is like 85% black. Put yourself in a nigga and ask as a nigga position and ask yourself, what would you want? We want freedom and equality throughout the United States of America. That's what Negroes want. We want freedom and equality in the business world and in the business sector. But since you think that this is the way that things is and the way that things are, right? That is the way of life. You think that that is the way things are supposed to be. Things are not supposed to be where Europeans have a natural ploy, a systematic ploy, an organic ploy against black people. That's inequality, brother, and that's not freedom. That's not reflective of the words of the United States Constitution, although we know that's all hypocritical.
Like, because y'all complaining about it over and over again, and I'm trying to understand what is it that y'all looking for?
We're looking for freedom, justice, and equality. That's what we're looking for. The song have not changed, Anton. Black people, we're looking for these things, the same thing that Malcolm X was talking about, the same thing the Black Panthers was talking about. Freedom, justice, and equality. Liberty.
What is going to help
The
y'all?
whole thing that has happened.
Because I'm
We want to be proud American citizens too. We want a fat bank accounts. We want business opportunities. We want Mercedes Benzes and Range Rovers and Cadillacs, and we want mansions and big houses. We want generational wealth. The fuck you mean? What do you niggas want? Don't you want these things? Is life not worth living if you can't even get a fucking chance at them, Anton Daniels? Let's go.
solutions oriented. And I'm tired of that ain't never shit ever been through.
Black in Detroit, Michigan, a city that is 85% black, with 85% of blacks that are impoverished, going through 85% of the shit that's going through in the city, and you sitting up here telling us that we ain't been through nothing. All of the shit that is going on in the city, we went through it. Whether it's good, whether it's bad, we went through it because we made that city. And you talk about what the fuck have we been through? Have you not seen the murder rate that went off the hook in the United States of America and saw your city in contrast to that? Have you not seen the incarceration rate and the uneducation rate right here in your city? Have not you seen these toe-up roads with potholes that we're known for having potholes? You can drive your car down the Detroit street and tear your whole car up I've done it several times. Live here in Detroit. But you actually talk about like, what have we been through? Bruh, open up your eyes. Have the money that's been left to you blinded you, made you so selfish to where you don't give a damn about nothing and no one else? Has it blinded you, my brother? There's a God out here that will snatch all of that from you. And there's a white man that'll do it before your God do it. So let's get back to this because Anton is talking crazy over here. I would have got very upset with this man just this far. He's just spitting unreal stuff.
States, you've been some shit.
But I'm tired of niggas complaining about shit that they have never been through.
Like,
You've been through some shit, but you ain't been through that.
I don't
And
understand.
so,
what are you saying? Like,
because most of the niggas that's complaining.
He's saying that we've been through some shit, but we ain't been through that. Like you may have been stopped by driving while black, but you didn't have to go through the back door. You may have been set up by the police, but you wasn't hung from a fucking tree. You may have been fired from your job illegally, but you was not the one that was forced to get on that goddamn ship. The reality is this. No, I was not the one that was forced to get on that ship. Neither is my dead ancestors here today. I am here today as a representative of my dead ancestor that is not here today and DNA certified. And my dead ancestor was a representative of me in this new world. So what the fuck do you mean that we have not been through nothing? When Martin Luther King talked about we shall overcome, he included our ancestors as well as our descendants. What are you talking about? That is our problem. Slavery is our history. The injustice during the civil rights movement was our issue, and it still belongs to us. And regardless of the fact that Donald Trump is trying to rewrite history and erase a black history out of the American saga, and you're a part of it.
Complaining about it ain't never even really seen real racism. These is new niggas. All of these internet niggas right here, these is new niggas.
So are you saying black people in the United States, some of them have skipped over racism?
Yes.
No. Racism has evolved. And I showed you the evolution of what our ancestors went through that we're not going through, and what we going through that our ancestors are not going through. Our ancestors have not gone through systematic AIDS that was sent throughout the black community. Lied and said that it was started by a green monkey in Africa when that stuff was created over here in the United States in the laboratory. Center for Disease Control. I don't get these people. It's called disingenuous, acting like you don't know something.
Definitively.
Come on, man.
Definitively. You have a greater chance of being killed by somebody that look like you than to ever interact with somebody that don't look like you and kill you.
But that's not limited to African Americans. You're saying that African Americans have a greater chance of being killed by African Americans. And you're saying that as though I should be afraid of my own people. Well, let me put you onto something, Anton Daniels. White people kill more white people than any other people on the planet. Do you know that white men kill white women every day in the United States of America? Black men don't kill black women every day in the United States of America. White men kill white women every day in the United States of America. And that's the reason why when that lady got killed by ICE, that white woman, don't nobody give a damn, because white men kill white women every day in America. White men kill more white men than any other people on the planet Earth. Chinese kill more Chinese than any other people on the earth. The Spaniards kill more Spanish than any other people of the earth. It's because we're all a part of that demographic. The chances of a white man killing a black man directly in the city of Detroit, when the city of Detroit is 85% black and probably less than 5% white, is just crazy. It's unreal. Okay? It is more likely that the person living next to and amongst the person will commit the crimes to the other person, will commit harm to the other person, the person that is in the other person's proximity. It doesn't make sense.
But do you
That's a
understand?
fact.
Do you understand
Not a fact.
that it's made like that on purpose? The position,
It's the system.
that-
The system.
Yes, it's called gentrification. You know, where the blacks stay amongst the blacks, the whites stay amongst the whites. You live in Detroit. Don't know white people kill black people. Black people kill black people. And when you go in the suburbs, don't know black people kill. When you look on the news, you don't see black people out there killing white people. You see white people killing white people. And you don't see that on the news. What you have to do is look at the stats. And the stats will tell you that. Because like Corey said, systematically, black people are portrayed as the killers of the world. When black people is nothing more than black on black crime. Just like white is white on white crime. Just like Latino is Latino on Latino crime. What Anton Davis is saying is just not making any sense at fucking all. This is just ridiculous. This is the Yasha Uncensored channel. Hit that like, share, and subscribe. Yes, subscribe to this channel, baby. We getting it in for the 2026.
Against us. I got it.
Okay, but the position you and your people are in,
Who's my people?
black people, do you claim black people?
Nope. He said your people. Who is your people? No, he don't claim black people. And he's black. He's blacker than anybody up there on the goddamn stage.
I'm a Christian first. I claim.
Well, I think something's wrong with that. If you don't want to say you're a black man first, I think something wrong with
Black is a construct. They told.
Christian is a construct. That white man didn't construct all that black skin on your face. Your skin is black, brother. And nobody but God constructed that. Your Christianity is a European construct. The American society is led by WASP, the White Anglo-Saxon Protestant Party. Christians, a construct, white Anglo-Saxon Protestant. All of these religions in the United States were constructed by white men. What the fuck are you talking about, Anton Daniels?
You that you was black.
Okay, well,
that's
brown,
why you start
brown
believing it.
then.
No.
Maybe
We
I'm
not brown. We not black. We not none of that shit.
Oh, well, what?
Mahogany. What the fuck color are you? You invisible? Look at this Chinese woman. She is as yellow as her shirt, and she knows it. She knows it, and she look at this man. She's looking at. Look how strange she's looking at him. Like we're not none of these colors. You are. You're colorful. You got mahogany brown skin. You have black hair, brother. Black eyelashes, white teeth. You are colored. You are all of those colors. The fuck is you talking about?
Are we?
We not none. For me, I'm a believer in God. That's what I am. My foundation is always going to be Christianity, Christ, Jesus first.
Where did Christ teach you not to be sympathetic towards the enslaved? Jesus Christ said that I have come to set the captives free. You're not a Christian. You have not come to follow Christ as he set the captives free. You follow the white man as he enslaved these niggas and kill them and destroy them.
I don't claim none of that other shit. You're not gonna get me to believe in you. You didn't pick it. And the thing about other cultures, whether you're black, Chinese, Asians don't fuck with each other just because Asians.
You're not going to get me to believe in some shit based off some shit that you can't control. You're not going to get me to believe you or none of the shit that come off out your mouth on this YouTube channel because you don't control that motherfucker. You're just a liar.
Chinese people and Japanese people and Taiwanese people, they're all different. Koreans are different. All white fuck with all.
Right. And that's why they'll get into it with each other and kill each other.
White people. So why do I have an obligation?
This is why whites will enslave other whites. You understand what I'm saying? You know, you have a white, you have the French, okay, and then you have the English. They both understand that they're German. They both understand that they are white. You, for some reason, you don't understand where you fit in in the world. I think you fit in with the whites.
To fuck with somebody just because he black.
Okay.
And then the definition of how you define black is based on something that a white man gave to you.
Okay. Well,
We don't define black based off of nothing that a white man gave to us. I define black based off my skin color. I define black based off of my culture. I define black based off of the way that me as a black man and other black people like me live, fucking dummy. Whether it's good, bad, ugly, or indifferent.
trust me, brother. You white people, let me tell you something. I know Caucasian people that have looked at me and threw me licks. But I am from Chicago.
And I'm from Detroit.
It was Chicago is very segregated. I knew nothing about Caucasian people until
It's all black. It's not segregated, but it's worse. It's all black. Nobody in this generation know nothing about black people since the fucking 1972, since Coleman Young became the mayor. Ever since Coleman Young became the mayor, we have now the first white mayor in office, and he's about to leave and become governor. Now, and he's gone. Now we got a black. You only have one white mayor in office from now since in the last 53 years. In the last almost 54 years, it was only one white. So what do you mean segregated, brother? Blacks have dominated this city. That's all you've known was black. Just because of that alone, because of black domination. The only city in America that's dominated like that to that degree of black people. Black people ran the libraries. Black people ran the schools. Black people ran the transportation, the water and sewage department. The black people ran the entire city. So it's more unlikely that we would know about white people, and you know all the fuck about them. This is some of the secrets that you're going to get from watching this podcast about this coon ass Anton Daniels. Ain't nothing but black people around here. Black people around here don't know how to treat white people because there's no white people around us, but this fucking coon does. And he expects for all of the blacks around here to do when it ain't a white motherfucker in a 10, 20 mile radius. Man, cut that silly coon shit out, dog.
Moved to Los Angeles. And a lot of the stories I heard, it turned out to be just that. But back to this Christianity, you have to understand this. You were taught that by the people who met you. Is that a lie?
Nope.
Okay, so
we was taught everything that you know on this earth, it was taught to you. The racism that you have in your heart, it was taught to you.
You said
Right. That's right. Well, I don't know about the racism part because black people are not taught racism. I mean, I know thousands and thousands and thousands of people in Detroit, and black people are just not taught racism, bro. That's just not true. We react to racism. We're not taught racism, and because we're not taught racism, because our parents don't even teach us about to beware of the white man. We've been so long and far, last 50 years without the fucking white man that the people don't even teach their kids to beware of the white man. They don't teach us to be weary of his traps. that he will catch you with driving by being black, that he will lie on you in court. So stay right, stay out of trouble. See, Anton is estranged from black reality.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, I studied you.
See, this,
Wow.
wait, this is why.
I'm racist. I don't know a lot of racism in me. But
Absolutely.
maybe you can show me something I don't know.
We're gonna get there.
I wanted
We'll
you
get
guys
there.
to start the show off in your own like.
No.
I
When
don't wanna-
Brother Anton Daniels was talking to me on the phone, I knew that we didn't see eye to eye on a lot of things,
Yeah,
but I
we talked about
believe
that.
we can have a conversation like me.
If you could, can you tell the temperature in the room, brother? This brother don't like you. He think he's better than you. Okay? He doesn't even want to have a conversation with you as a man. Less off a black man. Much less off. Far less off a black man.
Much, but
Both of us.
I'm going to try to make a point because I have the hopes. I have the hopes in reaching him in a way. You know what I'm saying? I know that ain't guaranteed. I'm not.
And I have.
Yeah, black people are not evil and racist. You know, racism is evil. You know, they both run hand in hand. You know, he doesn't like you because you don't see eye to eye to him. He's not showing cognitive dissonance like Anton Daniels is. Anton don't like him. Anton think he's better than him.
I have the hopes that I'm gonna get y'all off of the Democratic plantation.
Yeah, because I don't know nothing about the Democratic plantation.
Everything that you.
Well, I am from Detroit and I am also a Republican, but I am a Republican in the fashion of my ancestors. All black people were Republican prior to World War I, and certainly prior to Vietnam. You know, prior to the 70s, all black people were basically Republicans. They're working their way Democrats. They were working their way into the Republican Party. Black people from the time we came to this country were Republican. I'm saying your Martin Luther Kings and your Harriet Tubmans and your Frederick Douglass and all your black freedom fighters were Republican. So you can be a black freedom fighter and Republican. Unlike this coon. This coon is a fucking a Republican coon, a Republican that ingratiate white people and white supremacy.
You speak of, it's a reflection of the same thing that they speak of. So you may not claim it, but you're a reflection of it.
Well, if I reflect something that is this Democratic plantation, I tell you what, I really don't study a Democratic plantation. I try to study being a stand-up human being where when I look in the mirror, I don't see a slick motherfucker.
Right.
That's who I am.
I'm with it.
I don't like slick motherfuckers.
That's the first thing we agreed on.
Okay, well, good. I'm glad we got there. But I get labeled all the time. I was talking to a young lady on the phone the other day. And
with him because Anton Davis been talking slick the whole night.
I know you hate the what's the lady who calls herself a doctor? I'm blank.
Oh
Right.
my God.
Dr. B. And then I was on the internet. Every once in a while, I look at the pages that use my likeness and image and everything. And I listen to some of the stuff they said, and I was called bitter, and I don't know how to give money. But anyway, coincidentally, today I'm talking to a brother who knows how to work the internet well and get money.
Facts.
You see what I'm saying?
Facts.
So it's like everything comes in its season for a man like me. I don't say I got all the answers to everything, but I am willing to talk logically to people who I feel like are able to communicate. That's what I'm saying. Because like the stuff you saying, and so I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck.
Yeah, 100%. And I mean, that's your personality.
And Anton think that he's talking logically, right? But see, logic is defined as reasoning conducted by strict principles of validity. Uh, reason. Let's deal with the reasoning aspect of that. Of that. Anton doesn't really want to reason with the brother, and certainly his reasoning is not done by strict laws of validity. It's just not.
Me too. Like,
And it would be boring to hear just one person's take or views on things. This makes it interesting.
Excuse me, ma'am. You need a mic, ma'am. You can ask her on the mic. God damn it.
Anton, just a clarifying question. What about, are you comparing racism with prejudice? Is it, do you think Black people can truly be racist, or are we just prejudiced?
no, I think that there's a lot of people that hate white people, like straight up hate white people. And it's very unfortunate because they're not even the ones that's winning over here. We compare ourselves against a group of people that the majority of them is on food stamps and welfare. They would be a disappointment to their ancestors.
Right, but isn't true racism a system that controls access to, you know?
Well, that's the argument, right? The argument is
we can't make sure white people don't get access to certain schools and you know, programs and things like that.
the main way that
They
they
need to be empowered to be racist. To be quite
but
honest.
see, that's
But
what I
we'll
was gonna
get to
say.
that.
Y'all,
We'll get to
that's can't really have impact on another group of people. So it's supposedly
And you can't, because you're not in the race. See, a race, you have a opponent, right? And somebody to compete against. Black people is not even in the damn race. We're not even in the competition, bro.
systemic. It's false.
Really?
I just seen a guy that used to be the president of the United States of America that wanted to becoming the president of the United States of America for the second time, almost get everything taken away from him. Literally. And he was basically being taken down by Black people.
No, he was not. He was not being taken down by black people. He was being taken down by white people, because black people don't have no power to take down a man of that magnitude. And they supported the women, the females, the democratic females, because of the systematic nature of democracy. The systematic females supported the rich men in power that were taking him down.
Kamala Harris, Letitia James, who was the you know, in New York, Fani Willis down in Georgia. All of those are Black women, specifically that met with Kamala Harris months before they actually started this campaign.
Kamala Harris is not the leader of the campaign. Is not a black woman. Everything that you said is just straight lies, dog.
During the Biden administration. And it's so funny to me because
You should blame the Democratic Party. That's what they are in league with. It's not the black race, black people against Trump. What the clickation is the Democratic Party that are against Trump. And not only was there black Democrats, but all the Democrats, the whites, the Chinese, all of them were trying to take Trump down. But you just want to pinpoint a few token niggas in brother, that's in the Democratic Party to represent the Democratic Party. That's crazy. The Democratic Party is not a representation of black people. The Republican Party is not a representation of black people.
then I have to ask myself the question, well, listen, if this is a construct, and if it's all about white people, and all of the energy is going to a person that black people fucked with before he actually ran for president of the United States of America, but we champion Barack Obama.
Not me.
No. Take yourself out of it. We talking about the culture.
Okay, not me. not the man next door. Most of the Negroes I know that didn't even like Barack Obama. They wasn't down with his policies. They saw that when he got in office that he had nothing to do with the black agenda. We saw that. What are you talking about?
But we as a culture fuck with him.
Fuck with who?
Barack Obama and his wife. We fuck with him. As a culture, we champion him.
And we should as a culture because he was the first black. The culture is a black culture, okay? I am Republican, okay? And I am proud of Barack Obama for being the first black president. I am glad that America put a black man in office to spite the whims of racism. But he did not do a good job as president. He represented and did all the things that the Democrats would do.
Absolutely do. And he didn't give y'all shit except for gay marriage.
You know I know that. That's why I ain't
vote,
arguing with you
Anton?
on this
So
point.
absolutely I vote.
Are you independent? What do you?
See, the thing about this is that this is Anton Davis want all the equity in the conversation. He would not agree with Corey Holcolm on the positions and the things that he says that is right. I think he did it maybe once. You know what I'm saying? But this is not a discussion. Okay, this is one man trying to berate another one. It's simple as that.
I'm a Republican.
You didn't know that?
I'm a straight up,
I know
up
who
and
is, but I
down
don't like
Republican. And matter of fact, people need to really understand their history because Republicans were the party of black people. It's the original party of black.
Well, he's not lying there. I told y'all that. But the Republican part of the Republicans, the black Republicans were not black coons like you. Okay, really and truthfully, you should be a Democrat. You know what I'm saying? You should be a Democrat. You know, but yeah, the black Republicans were not coonish Republicans. I remember telling you that Frederick Douglass was a Republican. I remember telling you that Nat Turner was a Republican. I remember telling you that Rosa Parks was a Republican. Martin Luther King was a Republican. Malcolm X was Republican. Medgar Evers was Republican. I remember telling you that Marcus Garvey was Republican. That Harriet Tubman was Republican. And none of them were coonish as this man is.
Black people. They were the party that actually freed the slaves. Lincoln was a straight up Republican. When you're talking about the emancipation, when you're talking about 1865, when you're talking about what we stood for, conservative means that we're Christians. It means that we don't fuck with the Asian. I'm telling you what it stands for.
You don't fuck with the backdoor shit.
I don't.
I don't either.
That's what it's saying. What it means to be a Republican is this, because a lot of people like to say,
because this is backdoor Republican.
We were taught by our parents. We were taught by our parents. We were taught by our parents. We vote Democrat no matter what, right? Regardless of what they stand for, regardless of the agendas that they push. Regardless of how much nonsense that we see people
to vote for the Democrats no matter what. My mother didn't even teach me about voting. I had to ask my mother. One day I wanted to know the difference between the Republican and Democratic Party. My mother being one who dropped out maybe in the 11th grade, 10B or something like that. She told me the best way that she thought that she knew. And she told me that the Republicans were for the white folks and the Democrats was for the blacks, which is not fucking true. My mother didn't know that. My mother dropped out of high school.
board We were taught to vote that no matter what. You
I
vote
agree.
Democrat no matter what.
I agree.
But this is the difference between the parties on a very fundamental level, not complicated at all.
Really? You finna say it's a difference between the parties?
This is the difference.
I can't wait to hear this.
No. You may say that it's the same type of public politicians that take advantage of the taxpayers and take advantage of the people. The difference in the parties historically is Republicans want less government so you can do what the fuck you want to do. And Democrats want more control.
That right there was probably the most enlightening thing and the realest thing that Anton Davis said during the whole podcast. And that the Republicans want less government. And you know, and that the Democrats want more control.
Fundamental difference.
I'm gonna tell you this, and you don't have to believe me, but I'm just telling you.
I'm listening.
The people in charge are not Democrats or Republicans.
I understand that.
Kamala Harris is allowed to do whatever she's done.
We get that.
This new president, he's allowed to do whatever he is willing to do or they allow him to do. Everything is allowed. There are people in charge of this nation that flat out run shit. And if ain't nobody got the power to uproot them, then we're going to keep having people paying a whole bunch of money for houses and a fire hydrant don't work in front of it, but they'll charge you for the fire hydrant in front of your house.
But we got a less than 20% voter turnout rate in the local elections.
Well, you understand voting don't work, right?
It does work.
How?
It does, but you just missed it.
I heard everything you said. I can't wait till you tell me how voting makes a difference in this country.
We have a less than 20% voter turnout rate in local.
Ain't nobody going for the sucker shit no more.
Brother, every time, I think of all the elections in the United States, I think there's only maybe been one time that the Electoral College was overturned. The Electoral College determines who's going to win, not the public vote. I repeat, Google it. Google it, just see. Which have determined the president throughout the history of the United States, the Electoral College or the public vote? I think only one time the public vote determined who would be the president, and I think it was the last time that Donald Trump became the fucking president. So this man is making fucking history all across the board.
We got to go.
You're missing it.
You got to uproot power before a real difference happens. Voting is for suckers.
It's not. People that don't vote are ignorant as fuck.
Well, I guess I'm ignorant because I would never participate in no sucker.
Ignorant of what? Let's see if he's going to explain what the fuck we're ignorant of. Let's see. And he's just saying shit out the side of his fucking head.
People that don't vote, and
I'm gonna show up and vote like a sucker.
And not only is it ignorant,
we had Republican presidents, we had Democratic presidents. We in the same joint.
I'm talking about locally. You talking about national.
I don't give a fuck if it's local.
It matters.
If you vote, that means you in line.
No, if you vote first, the first thing that it means is that you respect your ancestors that died for your right to be able to do it.
Your ancestors. Ancestors.
It's so funny to me.
Because people went to war when the government tried to overthrow the people and the power of the people. It was wars.
Doing what my ancestors did doesn't mean that I respect them. Me not doing what my ancestors did does not mean that I disrespect them. What it means is that my ancestors have a life of their own. My mother, my grandmother were Democrats. They were Christian. I'm Republican and I'm Jewish. I don't have to do the fucking same thing that my ancestors fucking did. My fucking father was a fucking alcoholic. You mean tell me I got to sit around this bitch and be drunk all day? Out of respect of my fucking daddy? You talk fucking stupid, dog.
Are doing something about motherfuckers with 30 felonies being the president.
It's
war. All sucker shit.
It's a war every day. It's just not physical anymore.
Well, that's the problem. We need physical wars.
It's not.
Until motherfuckers is ready to jump it off.
It's not.
We're going to always be talking. But see, real gladiators don't talk. Real gladiators make it happen. And the gladiators, I ain't gonna lie, we are under control right now. We haven't rose up and did what needs to be done.
Who are you under control by?
It ain't. You under control by the people who will motherfucking blow this motherfucker up. We ain't sleep.
That's the woman we're talking about. That's the woman we're talking about. Remember I told y'all that I shot this woman and don't nobody give a fuck. And the first thing come out this black nigga mouth, they killed a white woman. And he said, fuck this woman. See how white supremacy have a total disregard for human fucking life? Sad.
That's what you would say to somebody you don't know or whatever.
No.
I'm on the streets. I've been pulled over by the police.
Who ain't on the streets?
Or ICE agents or whatever.
You in LA. I'm in Detroit. I'm in the blackest city in the United States of America. I can move anywhere I want to go. I choose to stay in the core of my city, and I choose to participate in my neighborhood. I choose to tithe to the streets. I choose to put kids through college. I choose to interact and truly use my tax dollars and whatever it is and give jobs. I employ over 50 people. I put my money in my community with my people. So I choose to engage. So when we talk in the streets, that don't count to me. I don't.
Well, that's what should count.
I don't hear that shit.
Out there in the streets where the people live that you helping.
Yeah, because you're not in the streets. You are an employee in corporate America. You're not in the streets. So that shit you said was just, I don't know what the fuck you even said that for. It just meant nothing.
They could get pulled over and shot by a cop, and an investigation will be said. But here's the truth. We know, if I believe you know this already, when the cops shoot you, ain't nothing you can do about it.
Oh my God, this is so crazy.
Do you think that's wrong?
This is so insane.
Is that what I said? I said when the cops shoot you, ain't nothing you can do about it.
Is that a lie? This is so insane.
But you didn't answer it.
I'm gonna answer your question.
Okay.
I'm gonna answer your question. It depends on the circumstance. And the interesting thing about it is this: the majority of the people, because you like to use the blanket statement. That's like me saying all black people are stupid.
Well,
but he was just about to make a blanket statement. He was going to say the majority of the people, and then he took that blanket statement back that he started, because he started a blanket statement, and then he took it back so he can point the finger at this brother and say, "No, you did the blanket statement." Man, that shit's so goddamn silly, bro. So he could burden proof him. I mean, this is silly, bro. This guy's not a debater.
Said all white people stupid. No, I'm talking about you should say that one time. Because it's easy to say all black people are stupid as an example. Say something about the white people.
No. You're not.
I don't think you got
all the time.
Well, I didn't hear you. Can you tell me? Because I
talk about liberal white women literally being the biggest enemy of the United States of America. That's the thing.
Well, he just literally said, "Fuck that white woman."
I say every single
that female.
Literally white.
He said, "Say fuck the white man, your boss."
Liberal women are the worst thing that ever happened to this country.
What about them men?
But we gonna get there because you keep trying to get me to qualify it by participating and joining in on the court.
I think you doing what's easy.
No. I'm doing what's real.
I think you don't want to go against them, because if you go against them, it'll be video or you going against them. And when I say them, I'm talking about your boss.
I don't have a boss.
We say that. We say that. But here's the truth.
I don't have a boss.
It's a reason you go after black males or black people quicker than you will go after what are responsible for in this country as the downfall of.
Well, he been going after black men all night and haven't went after white men not one time during the damn show. He said some whole shit about a white woman.
Full accountability, smoke giver. I talk about everybody.
I'm just saying, I heard you talk about white men since you've been up here.
You ain't been listening. You ain't been listening.
I've been listening to you.
I
hear you.
You don't have the capacity to be able to listen because you're too busy.
No. You got me.
Disrespect. He told him he don't have the capacity to listen. Remember, I told you that respect is to think highly of one's abilities. He just told him that he didn't have the ability to do something. And truth of the matter is that he's wrong. That man not retarded. That man is competent. That was just straight disrespect. To speak down upon one's abilities, one's qualities, and one's accomplishments is just straight disrespect by definition.
You too big.
Capacity that you just criticized, that's an opinion. Here's the fact. Have you seen something about Caucasian males and how they like, what did I miss?
Let's slow down because you're talking loud, but you're not saying a lot.
No, you talking loud, and you still walk around. What did the Caucasian male do to America to bring it down?
I'm not getting into that.
You dancing around it, and that's why I lose respect for you when you start dancing and kissing Caucasian male's ass.
But I don't.
But you do. Yummy. Y'all excuse me. I'm over here eating on a salmon sandwich. Boy, this boy is tasty. Yeah, but this man's crazy.
Don't do that in front of me because I'm not an ass kisser of nobody.
Yes, you are. You suck the dick of black people right now. You doing the easy shit. What you do? Let me tell you what you do.
No.
Ain't nobody.
Let me tell you something.
I'm gonna tell you.
I don't suck dick.
Yeah,
I don't
you do.
suck dick.
Yeah, you do.
So fix it.
Yeah, you do. You're doing it right now. A double down, a triple down, a quadruple down of disrespect. That was very disrespectful. Now, for Corey Holcolm to say that Anton Davis kissed white men ass, he providing a way of escape for him. Y'all gotta excuse me, I'm full of mouth over here, but this stuff is delicious. I gotta eat, baby. So Corey Daniels it providing a way of escape for the man. All you gotta do is just say something bad about white men. And he won't do it. He won't do it. Which, if he did it, it would immediately show to the world that he is not ingratiating white people. At least it would show verbally that, right? He can go back home and start kissing ass as soon as he get on the phone. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that. You know, la, 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 la. So, Corey is painted a picture, a perfect picture of Anton as an ass kisser. And not only did he he draw the picture, he colored the picture by calling him an ass kisser. These are reasonings conducted by strict principles of validity because his argument is valid. To say that black people who defend black people are sucking black people dick is just straight disrespectful. For me to defend myself as a black man and you say I suck my own dick, or I'm masturbating. It's just straight disrespectful, bro. Very, very disrespectful. Okay?
You doing it right now.
Believe me when I tell you. I don't do that.
Tell you.
I don't do that.
Listen.
So don't come at me with no dick suck.
I'm gonna give you the same energy you give me.
Okay. I'm gonna give you the same energy that you give me. Okay. I did not give you no disrespectful energy, not one time through this. You've been disrespecting me, bro, the whole fucking show. Do you not know what the fuck disrespect is, bro? You've been very disrespectful the whole fucking show, bro. Now, you talk about I'm sucking black people dick because I go to bat and fighting for my people, my race, my brother, my sister, my uncle, my children, my father, my grandfather, my grandmother, because I go to bat for these people. But you call me a dick sucker for that. But I'm here to tell you, as a Christian, a construct, not a reality. Your Christianity is a construct. As a Christian, I would have told him, bitch, you are much closer to being a fag than I'll ever be. Because as a Christian, you accept a homosexual man in your church. You will get on your knees and pray with a homosexual man. You will accept that man and you will love him once he accepts your Jesus. We don't do that, brother. There's so many homosexual leaders in your Christianity, brother. Gay men, gay Christian men. Gay Christian men all in your church, all in your music department, all on the deacon's board, all in the choir. Christians and homosexuality run hand in hand, brother. Why you want to sit up there and deflect your shit on me? You and your Christianity has more history of sucking dick than me, brother. It is more probable that you would be a fucking homosexual as a Christian than I would be as a black man.
Homie, I don't do no dick sucking shit. I'm a motherfucker. I don't do no dick sucking shit.
I don't give a fuck about nothing.
Well, I tell you what, watch that dick sucking shit, because that'll go bad.
Call it what you want.
I don't do no dick.
There's a lot of shit that I don't fuck with either. You
Okay. But that gay shit, oh, you go. Hey, homie, I tell you what,
right here.
don't put no dick sucking shit. Don't put no dick sucking shit on me, nigga.
I'm from Detroit.
Say I suck a dick again.
I'm right here, right now.
All right, that's what I'm saying.
I'm a respect.
Dance around it. Dance around it.
No.
I don't do no dick sucking shit.
I'm a respect you because it's your platform, and I come out here to have conversation.
Kerr. He was getting real tough. Corey said, look, man, say that shit one more time. That dick sucking shit one more time. I dare you. Now, I'll say this. I will say this. Anton Daniels has been very disrespectful from the jump. Okay? So if you understand the definition of disrespect, Anton Daniels is very disrespectful from the jump. Myself personally, I wouldn't have gotten that aggressive as Corey Holcolm. And I understand why he should have, but we're dealing with logic here. And I would have just pulled up a couple gay Christians. You know, and I'd be like, didn't you say you're a Christian? Didn't you say you just like these men right here? It's more probable that you would suck dick than I would, brother. And then I'd have left it alone. I mean, let's logically break this down. It's a greater chance that you being a Christian would suck dick, suck that white man's dick, ask Jesus for forgiveness, and he erase it from your plate like you never did it. Yeah, so the secret here, the second secret is that all of this was a bunch of bullshit, people. All of this, Corey Holcomb got over 300, almost 400,000 views, pushing upward towards 500,000 views for this. Anton has created like 3 different videos and has went on location about it. So these men have taken their debate and put the algorithms through a frenzy. It's been damn near a week now since the debate, and videos are still coming out. Videos are still coming out. My YouTube advisors, when I went into my YouTube studio, they was like, hey, get on this. You need to make a video about this. You know, talk about the best, the secrets behind the debate. The secrets are, I've kicked many secrets about Anton as a Detroiter that you would only know as a Detroiter. So he could pump fake to you outsiders, unless he's not a Detroiter. The reality is that these men have ran the algorithms up, and we would like to say who won this debate between Anton and Corey. I'm going to say that eventually I saw some clips where these men had apologized and shook hands. And in that apologizing, all of the bitch shit that was done, these men had became bigger men. They did not fight. They did not slug with each other. And Anton went to LA, and Anton went with some Detroit goons. He had bodyguards with him. You know, this is why he had got aggressive like that. You know, because he knew that if a fight would have broke off, that Corey Holcomb, you know, probably would have got mashed out by his bodyguards. But when he told him to say it one more time, Corey was close enough to have been able to inflict major damage upon this man. But another one of the secrets is that Anton was very, very aggressive, and he's going around social media saying how he would have beat the shit out of him, and he would have, because he had like 2 or 3 goons with him. He had like 2 or 3 bodyguards with him. Anton from Detroit, you don't go taking yourself into enemy territory. You ain't ready. You know what I'm saying? So, man, this food is good. I'm finna let the rest of this play on out while I'm over here smacking on this.
We good.
But
we
you're
good.
not bossing up on me.
Yo,
We good. I did already.
Nigga,
I don't do
nigga,
dick
we can put
sucking
the
shit.
microphone right now and go on back. I don't give a fuck about this shit.
sir.
Homie, you just running your mouth.
I'm not running my
I
mouth.
got a
You
question
running
for
your mouth.
I don't do
You
no
doing
dick
this shit
sucking.
on the internet. Now, if you want to say your time, no, hold on. If you want
I'll
to say
show you I ain't doing it for the internet.
you want to say Anton, listen, don't disrespect like that. If you want to say Anton, don't disrespect me like that. I'll respect you, but don't boss up on me because you said a lot of shit to me today. That fucking let the shit call me out of my
Only
name. You
thing
said
this
some
man
wild
said
shit.
about you was that you kiss white people ass. That's it. That's it. And you did not like that. Most coons most coons hate it. You know, do you want to? All the jobs I've had working in the Detroit area, the coon on the job call him a coon, and that would that's worse than these insecure hoes telling them they fat. I ain't lying.
To how would it call this nigga out his name? Nigga, I'm telling you that you did. You can't tell me how I get respect.
I got a question for bro.
Okay.
Tell him what he said then.
No. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. We just getting loud. I ain't gonna getting loud.
Then don't switch seats.
No,
No.
This
because
my
I take
show.
That's
This
cool.
my
That's
show.
cool, but I take that shit as a threat.
Okay, well, it is a threat if you calling me dick sucking. I don't dick suck, my nigga.
Man, fuck what you talking about.
I don't
bro.
dick suck.
If you want to get back to the conversation, ain't no, because you ain't gonna do shit. Because you're not gonna do shit.
Come at me with that dick sucking shit again, nigga.
You're not gonna
Come at me with. Say I suck dick again, nigga.
We can go all back right now.
Fuck I am.
We can go all back right now. I'm with it.
I bet you won't say that shit.
We can go all back right now.
I got money for all this. Whatever.
I got money too. Don't nobody give a fuck about that shit.
Hey, I'm
No,
good.
it's just it's not respect.
I ain't fuck. I ain't fuck. Darlene, way two niggas. And that dick sucking shit, watch that. That's all I'm saying. And if I don't say it how you like it,
If you want to
okay,
get back to the
but
conversation,
don't-
we can get back to
Well, I'm glad it didn't. I'm glad that these men were able, really truthfully, they should have just ended the show. You know what I'm saying? They should have ended the show, but be it, you know, yeah, I mean, just end the show, man. You know, it's weak for both of y'all to apologize and then go back and try to keep the show going. You know what I'm saying? And all of that. But I guess you guys did what y'all had to do. It wasn't like there was an important issue on the floor. This is just senseless gravel, you know, just empty talk, you know. But I'm glad that these brothers is trying, at least one of them is trying to soften it up, you know, because we don't need black men. I'm already as embarrassed by the antics and the behavior of the Republican conservative Anton Daniels. I am just appalled. You understand what I'm saying? I'm appalled. But he curried out, and the brother, you know, I'm glad that the brothers just didn't get to fighting and embarrassing us even further with physical violence on national TV in front of the world. You know, I'm glad that they were at least able to be men enough to apologize and to get past it.
Conversation, but just know
I'm not listening to none of that shit, bro.
Here, nigga.
I'm not listening to none of that shit. If you want to get back to the conversation,
Long as you
we can
know.
get back to the conversation.
Long as you know.
Bro, you not
Because that ain't
not that tough.
Something broke right there at the station. When stuff like that happens, yeah, something. Maybe they got somebody got to push and shove.
Everything straight. Everything straight. Ain't nobody saying I'm sucking dick no more. Everything straight.
For sure. I got a question for bro though.
And I'm gonna respect him on that.
Yes, sir. Given that black people are on the Democratic plantation, what do you say about the use of Christianity to make slaves out of black people?
In what, today's time or
No, sir.
historically? Absolutely, it was used in a negative way, but anything can be used in a positive or negative way. You can weaponize literally anything. Corporate America, for example. You can use the internet in order to push out propaganda, or you can use it to communicate effectively with the people. You can use money to manipulate people, or you can use it to help people. And so you can't just say that Christian.
Yeah, so that was the end of that, man. We're not gonna watch any more of this, you know. I just wanted to see who were, you know, up until that point. And it doesn't look like that they're going to have any more real interaction. They're dealing back and forth, you know. There's no more banter between them. You know, there's from this point, it looked like there'll be Q&A between themselves, the panel and the audience. But the secret is, you know, what just took place behind there. Like, look, bruh, we're not going to embarrass each other. We're not going to embarrass our race. You know, and we're going to sit back and get this money, because one thing for certain is that the fighting And that type of argumentation that went that far like that was just what YouTube needs. You know, that right there, those men, I'll say this, that they're going to eat well behind this video. They're going to eat well because it has all of the hallmarks of a memorial of a memorial video. Memorabilia.
The Quran is used in a negative way in order to control people.
Absolutely.
So it depends on the person, and that's why we evaluate the person based off of their fruits instead of evaluating them based off of Christianity itself, because
Right.
everybody.
Yeah, we can't base you off your fruits because your fruits was real nasty towards this black man. Let me get up out of here. Stop sharing. You all go over there to the Yasha Ben Israel, the former Yasha Ben Israel channel. The Yasha Ben Israel Israelite Thought channel. This is the Yasha Uncensored. Let me get on out of here, man. I'm out of here. Peace and love. Y'all subscribe and share this video.